Alright guys, so here's the first look at the blades on this Lite-Flite. These things are mean and nasty looking. These pretty much resemble the blades that are on my Laser Pro gas auger. We're gonna get drilling, see how this thing works. Alright, here we go, first hole. Oh, that is mean. That is mean. Got about 3 inches of ice, plus or minus. This thing is mean. This thing cuts like a dream. This auger is a beast. This thing went through like a hot knife through butter. Like the ice weren't even there. Crazy. Crazy how easy that is. What's going on, folks? Welcome back. Plan for this video. So I'm going to be doing a quick on-ice review of the new StrikeMaster Lite-Flite auger that's designed for cordless drills. My brother and I just fished for about an hour and we caught a bunch of fish, a bunch of yellow perch. I caught a nice smallmouth, and I already have drilled a few holes with this, and this thing is mean. I'm just going to do a quick initial thought on this. We drilled what, maybe, I don't know, probably 10 holes total, and I just wanted to get a quick review out on this drill because we're supposed to get some warm weather coming up here pretty soon, and it may take this ice away. We're sitting on about 4 inches of ice, so keep that in mind. This is solid ice, it's not chunky ice. We had a cold snap up here in Maine about a week ago, and it was really cold, so it laid this pond down pretty good. But this is the 8-inch version. They make a 6 and an 8. Alright, so this auger came with everything that you need to run this on a cordless drill. This thing is 5.3 pounds. The 6-inch, I believe, is 4.7. I'll put the number up if I'm wrong, but I believe it's 4.7. But this thing came right from the factory with everything you need to drill. It came with these blades and a centering point. These blades are pretty much identical to what are on my StrikeMaster Laser Pro 10-inch, and that thing's a beast. I've had that for, I don't know, coming up on probably 6 years, and the thing's been awesome. And as this thing stands, I'm 5'8", and it comes out just to about my stomach, so it's a pretty comfortable drilling height. And this thing came with this disc here, and I forgot to bring out the Allen wrench. I may splice in another video, but it came in with this chuck adapter that goes down into your auger, and it actually came with a 2-stage adapter that you can also use in a power auger and their hand drills. So it came with this 2-stage, which I think them alone are like 25 bucks. And they lighten these up because it has these real flexible rubbery plastic flights here. That's how they're able to cut the weight down. But one thing I was really excited about this is it has a centering point. A lot of the cordless drill augers, they don't have a centering point, and they tend to walk around at the beginning of your cut, which I'm really not a big fan of. I don't like them blades flying around my ankle, floating around on the ice. So this centering point helps to avoid that. Once that thing grabs, it just hauls it right down. But like I said, we're on about 4 inches of ice. I'll show you guys how this cuts. This is a Ridgid Octane. This is a 1,300 inch-pound drill that came out last season, and I've been primarily using this with my nils. And I'm 10 holes in so far with this drill, and I'll pop a few holes, show you guys how it cuts. And I'm just making sure that's chucked down nice and tight. Alright, here we go. About 4 inches of ice. Alright, here we go. Just like it's nothing. We'll drill a few more. A few in close. Alright, there you go. So there's, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 holes. And as you can see, cuts like a hot knife through butter. Zero effort at all. Once them grab, this thing just goes down. I didn't have to push down at all. Once these teeth grab, this thing's going, and it's no effort at all. There's no torquing of the hands at all. You know, when I'm drilling, I don't feel like it's, you know, yanking around on my wrist at all. One thing I did notice with this, which I wouldn't necessarily say it's a downfall, but something I may try to correct. I don't know if you can see this. There is a little bit of play here where this adapter goes down. It's not the end of the world. I wouldn't say it's a negative. I wouldn't say it's a design flaw, but there is a little bit of play, which I imagine there probably should be, but I may try to cut that gap down just a little. I mean, I don't know, it's hard to say. There may be like 1/8 of an inch on each side, and I may try to cut that down with like a piece of electrical tape or something, but that is one thing I noticed right off the bat. It's not the end of the world. It's just a little different feeling for me. I'm so used to the nils just being one straight piece of steel. But again, I wouldn't say it's a downfall or a design flaw, but it is something I noticed. These are pretty much readily available anywhere. I got this actually off of eBay. Brand new, and it actually came with a spare set of blades, which them alone are like 40 or 50 bucks. And I don't anticipate these going on sale anytime soon. They may, but I don't anticipate it this season, maybe the end of the season. But I thought that was a pretty good deal, you know, this brand new with a new set of blades. But just in review real quick, before we head out of here, this thing's a beast. I can't wait to use this, you know, when we're pushing, you know, a couple feet of ice. I think this thing is going to really perform well. As far as I know, they don't have a handle version for this. I would say maybe that is one downfall. I feel like if they had a handle for this, it would just make it all that better. And not even necessarily the handle coming with the drill. Even if you had to buy that separately, you know, if it was like a $30 or $40 handle, I feel like that would be a good option. But so far, super impressed with this. What'd you think of it, Adam?
Yeah, nice.
Pretty slick.
Nice, lightweight.
My brother used this earlier.
And, you know, like I said, there's no torque on the wrist or anything.
Yeah, you know, this thing's super smooth. And I'll do a complete weight on this as this sits with my Ridgid. This Ridgid is a little more weight than the Milwaukee Fuels, but this thing will cut my nils weight down by probably half. And this does have a completely steel core shaft. I forgot to mention that. It's a kind of a hexagon steel shaft. But if you guys are looking at getting one and you want to get one early season, from what I've seen so far, I would definitely say go for it. I've had that StrikeMaster Laser Pro 10-inch gas auger for about 6 years, maybe 7. And still to this day, that thing runs just like it did out of the box. So initial thoughts on this thing, as this thing's a beast. I'm more than happy with it, you know, this first time out. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask, and we'll see you guys soon.